Welcome to Troubleshooting for the Brother LX3817 sewing machine. In this video, I'm going to show you the most common questions I get asked for this machine and how to solve these issues quickly. I'm getting a lot of questions about this machine, specifically with the bobbin. Either the bobbin's not spinning or you can't bring up the bobbin thread. So let me show you a couple clarifications and just give you a little more detail on how to solve these two issues. First, make sure the bobbin is dropped in with the thread coming off like this. When you pull the thread, it should be coming off the top to the left, and the bobbin should spin counterclockwise. This is upside down, and the thread is coming off the bottom. So make sure you hold the bobbin like this when you drop it in. Now, keep your right index finger on top of the bobbin to keep it from turning too quickly. You're going to add just enough pressure so that it can turn. Keep your left hand holding the thread out and to the left. Now bring the thread over to the right and slide it across so that it hooks under this metal guide. It should flow over the top of the right side and then go under that left side. Let's look at that a bit closer. Make sure it catches here, right at the center point of the bobbin case. Now bring it around and let the bobbin spin while you pull the thread. That way the thread will flow into that channel and it'll stay there while you're sewing. If you're having problems pulling the bobbin thread up, don't cut it here. This may be cutting your thread too short. Leave it an inch longer past this little blade. Leave the bobbin cover off. Hold the upper thread up and out with your left hand, and then with your right hand, turn that hand wheel towards you so that the needle goes all the way down and then all the way back up. Be sure to keep holding that upper thread with your right hand tightly. Once the needle is all the way back up, if the bobbin thread doesn't jump up, give that thread a little pull. Here's what it looks like from the bobbin angle. The upper thread will cross over the bobbin like this and finish its loop. Once this is done, the bobbin thread will pull up. Issue number 2 is that the upper thread is too tight or it keeps breaking. Make sure you thread the machine with the presser foot in the up position. This opens the tension discs so that the thread gets into the correct position. Also double check that the thread's not being caught on the spool. Spools that look like this can have a catch on them and it can be hard to see. Here it is on this one. Make sure that this is at the bottom when threading the upper thread. If any little burrs are at the top, see here how it can catch the thread on the spool. Also make sure the needle is not damaged or bent at all. If the needle is slightly bent or has any damage to it, it can cause the thread to seem too tight because it's not flowing smoothly through the eye of the needle. If you hit a pin while you're sewing, or you sew through very thick fabric and the stitch seems to struggle a little bit, change out your needle. Number 3, the hand wheel won't turn. This could be a mechanical problem with a machine, but if it's happening while you're sewing, it usually just means that there's a thread jam somewhere around the throat plate. The fastest way to tell the difference is to unscrew the needle. First, turn the machine off and unplug it. Then cut all the threads you can see, and then unscrew the needle. You should then be able to turn the hand wheel to lift the needle shaft. Remove the needle and pull out any fabric and threads. When this happens, chances are there's some thread stuck underneath the throat plate. It's best to take this off and clean it out before sewing again. One little piece of thread stuck under there can randomly cause you problems later. First, remove these 2 screws on the right and the left, and then use the tool to lift it up and out. Next, remove the bobbin case and check for any loose threads or lint in this area. To put the bobbin case back, make sure the metal tension guide is towards you and from left to right slide it into place. Line up these 2 dots and this little black tab here should be on the left side of this area here. Make sure the case is seated level into this groove area. This left side should be below this edge here. You might have to jiggle this into place a little bit. You'll know if it's not seated correctly when you put the throat plate back on because it won't sit flat with the machine. To put the throat plate back on, lift the presser foot and line up the front of the plate with the notches fitting under the opening here. Then press it down in the back and replace the 2 screws. Number 4, thread tension issues. I'm going to sew a few different straight lines here to show you the correct tension and what tension issues will look like. I have burgundy thread on the top and white thread on the bobbin so that you can see it clearly. Notice by looking at this one, it kind of looks like a solid line. This would be a good example of tension being too loose. See how the thread looks like a loose thread? It might be kind of hard to see in this video, but that's too loose of top tension. When I flip it over, you can clearly see that the top tension is too loose because it's visible underneath. You shouldn't be able to see the top thread underneath the fabric. This next example is too tight of top tension. If you look closely, you can see that the bobbin thread is pulling up to the top of the fabric. Underneath looks okay. I'm seeing individual stitches, but from the top, I can tell that the top tension is too tight because I can see the bobbin thread on the top. This last example is the tension being just right. I can see individual stitches on the top with no bobbin thread pulling through, and underneath it looks like clear stitches with no top thread pulling through the bottom. You'll need to balance your tension whenever you change your fabric type. So get a scrap piece of fabric like this and use this technique to balance your tension before you start sewing your project. This is your tension adjustment dial. Turning it to a lower number will loosen the upper tension thread. Turning it to a higher number will tighten the tension. This number right here in the middle, 3 through 5, has a little line between them. This is where you should start and balance to the left or to the right as needed to balance it out. Number 5, thread looping underneath. If you notice that your stitches are looping underneath your fabric, but you've already checked the top tension and it looks fine, the real problem might actually be your bobbin. As I take the cover off and start to pull the bobbin out, you'll notice that the thread is not guided through the metal tension guide, it's just loose. This will cause stitches to look like this. This can happen while you're sewing, even if you installed the bobbin correctly. It can sometimes just fall out of the tension guide. It's an easy fix though. Just drop the bobbin back in and guide it through that tension groove. I hope this video helped you fix these common issues and get you sewing again. Please drop a comment below if you have an issue that wasn't answered here, and I'll be sure to get you an answer. Be sure to like and subscribe for more machine and sewing tutorials, and thanks so much for watching.